In today's video, we're going to be breaking down Bronny James and if he is NBA ready. He is a very good basketball player who is crushing AAU and high school teams right now. So let's get down and let's check out LeBron James' son. If you really want to be able to shoot the basketball better, make sure to go check out the hardest basketball shooting workout down in the description below. First off, if we look at him shooting, he has a very good shot. He's looking at the rim as soon as he's pulling up for his shot. His body is slightly tilted away, which, yes, there are some misconceptions about that, but the whole idea behind tilting your body is to be able to get your shoulder and elbow in line with the rim, so yes, that works extremely well. If we look at the ball itself, yes, it's got well over 2.5 rotations or more, which means that yes, when that ball hits that rim, it's going to be hitting it really nice and soft. That's why sometimes it can bounce around and go in. The other thing to look at is its actual trajectory down towards the rim, and from other angles, you can see that he's generally between 43 and 47 degrees, and 45 degrees is that magic marking point where is the most optimal angle coming down to the rim. When he attacks the rim, the first thing that we want to look at is how is he attacking, how is he reading his defender, and how he is able to read his defender is he's attacking the top foot of his defender. Then when he attacks his defender, he gets his shoulder down below the defender's shoulder so that he has leverage on that man. He's looking at the rim the whole entire time, and in this case, he sends up the floater. And then when he pulls up for a jump shot, if he's going towards his left side, he plants his right foot first, and then he jams down his left foot. This will allow him to stop that momentum going towards the side and push his momentum up into his shot. He has a lot of lower back strength in his shot and a lot of leg strength as well. We can see this. If we look at his legs, he is roughly around 105 degrees, and his hips are roughly around 97 to 100 degrees as well. There's a saying where you go 90, 90 as well as when you go up for your shot, 90 here and 90 here and 90 on the wrist. We don't necessarily see that with Bronny James Jr. What we see is, with his elbow, it's at roughly 40 degrees. Now, closer you are to 90 degrees, the faster your release is going to be. However, if you're closer to that 45 degree or more, then what's going to happen is you're going to have a slower release. Now, does that matter all that much? No, it doesn't. He has his elbow well above his forehead, and he has a nice soft release as well, with a lot of backspin on that ball. Now, this ball hits the back of the rim, but we can see the downwards trajectory of that ball, and we can see that he is currently at roughly around 45 degrees, which is that optimal point of descent for that ball. Now, when he uses this screen, his defender goes underneath that screen. This is a very important point that I want to make out, and I've made in previous videos, which is, if your defender goes underneath that screen, you need to pull for your shot. And that's what Bronny James does here. Now, the reason why you want to do that is because now you've created that much space from that screen, you need to use it. If you are to attack, your defender is already there available to cut off your lane. So, by taking that shot, it's going to force him next time to go over top of the screen, in which case then you attack the basket. Now, I'm usually against players who are playing help defense from one pass away, but this man was definitely dedicated to attacking the basket, and Bronny James has the defensive ability to get that block, and that's what he did. Here we see Bronny James scanning the floor. He's dribbling the ball up the court, and right now he's looking at his defender, but also the other team's defense as well. He crosses over towards the right side, then back to the left, and he does a quick glide cross towards that left side. At this point, his defender also goes with him towards that side. Now, at least from this angle of the camera, I personally would have crossed back over and attacked the middle of the key. There was no defense there, and this is the top foot of the defender. He's trying to force Bronny towards the baseline, and he did glide over with Bronny, in my opinion, a bit too far. However, Bronny James still attacked that side. He tried to get that angle, but that defender was still there. Bronny James then tried to play bully ball to try to go through him, and it worked because Bronny James is so much stronger, but I'm not too sure if it's going to work at that point if he goes to the NBA. He's going to need to rewind that, reverse that, and maybe do a quick killer cross towards that side and then come back and pull up for a mid-range, maybe free throw 15-footer style shot. Now, I really want to point this out. Bronny James is just like his father. He has really good court vision. Here he gets a behind-the-back pass to his teammate who is wide open on the corner for the three. And we can see by the score that it's a close game. And to do a pass like that, which is kind of a risky pass, definitely has the cojones to be able to do passes like that. Anytime you get a double team, there's somebody open. And he originally did think to pass that ball around to the rolling player, but he was able to see that there was a player there. Also, there was a player here who was coming over to cut that pass off. So because there was 4 players occupied, there's probably a player who he's seen on the other side as well, leaves his teammate wide open, and that's why that shot is there. These are all things that would have been going through his mind. And then when he does this crossover here, watch his off arm. He's trying to push the arms of the defender away from him. And then he's able to get that leverage, keeping his shoulder low, trying to keep that arm in front of that defender. Yes, basketball is a contact sport, no matter what people tell you. And he's able to get that lane to the basket, keeping that ball high to be able to make that shot. I'm going to tell you right now, if he kept that ball down here for longer than the one frame that he collected it there from, if he didn't bring it up right away, one, if not both of these defenders would have been trying to reach in. And what I was explained to by a referee once is if the ball is below your waist, you're out of control, in which case they do not call the foul if you get hacked, which is why a lot of players will complain about fouls. They need to keep that ball higher so that if they do get hacked, you're considered in control and you can get that layup and one if you do get hit. Also, he has the basic tools of an NBA mindset. Obviously, his father plays in the NBA, but by attacking the paint, you're always going to gather multiple defenders, which means that your first choice should be not to score on 2 or 3 guys, but instead to kick it out to your teammate for an absolutely wide open 3. Make sure to go check out the hardest basketball shooting workout down in the description below if you want to be able to shoot the basketball better. I hope that this video has helped you become a better basketball player. If it has, hit that like button and subscribe, and I'll see you guys again next time.